Can you tell us anything whatsoever?
I know you just give us. One more station.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Reverend Raff, and I am joined once again by my good friend Carl, aka the Beer Buddy, and
What's going
Jesse
on, everybody?
from really sorry, mate, from Inherit Nothing. It just my moment went
From
so
Inherit Nothing.
blank for a second there, brother.
Yeah, that's all right.
And it is time. Yes, we are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music, and this week we've been talking to Jesse and all about what Inherit Nothing's got going on and their involvement in WHISPERFEST, which is coming up on the 1st of March out at Dubbo. Make sure you get your tickets now. It's well worth the trek out for Dubbo for that one. And we are going to be running Jesse through our quick question quarter. The whole point of this is we want to get deep into his musical mental mind and understand what makes him tick and how we got started. So we're going to dive right in here, nice and easy. What was the first instrument that you learned to play? Vocals does count. Recorder in primary school does not.
I first learned to play guitar, and I played guitar for, I think, 6 years, and my current guitarist, Andy, said, look, maybe you play bass, and I'll play guitar. And so, yeah, we formed a band called My Sweet Revenge, and he played guitar, I played bass. Our friend Tom, who's not playing music anymore, played drums, and we were terrible.
Your first bands are always terrible. Always.
We rocked up to Tom's house, and he goes, I've got a drum kit. And we rocked up, and it was a little kid's drum kit. And and he goes, yeah, sorry, I forgot to say it's a junior kit. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say, I got a drum kit. I can't play it, but I got one.
No, he could play it, but it was for little kids. So, anyway.
There you go. Okay.
That's bad.
What was the first album that you purchased?
Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold.
Cool.
I had pirated everything up until then, and then LimeWire went down, so I was like, oh, fuck, I've got to buy CDs now.
Good old LimeWire.
And then the first one I'd saved up. I think it was $10. It might have been 20. I think more 10. Went to the CD shop. I downloaded every Avenged Sevenfold album since, and I was just like, gotta have Nightmare. Nightmare's best.
No, that's fair enough. What was the first live concert that you attended?
It was a local hardcore show with a band called, I think they're called Empire, band from like the 2010 to 2012 era. They also played it with a local band called I See the End, Lockdown, and Atmosphere, and that was my first hardcore show. It was great. I'm still friends with the vocalist from Lockdown, so
that's pretty cool, man. What about your first kind of like big, like international kind of show?
Big international show would have been probably Parkway Drive, I think. Oh,
cool.
fuck. Nice. One of the Parkway Drive.
Cool. That's a good one.
Solid.
What is an instrument that you've always wanted to learn but haven't yet?
The didgeridoo.
I don't know if anyone said that before.
Yeah, as I've made very clear, I'm very Australian orientated. I love Australian culture, and that is the pinnacle of Australian culture. I don't have a didgeridoo. My friends don't know how to play a didgeridoo, so I haven't had the chance to learn it yet. So
hey, look, in this world of YouTube, you can get lessons on anything.
You are right. I will say, my friend from None for One, he does know how to play the didgeridoo, but we live 5 hours away, so haven't had the chance yet.
No, that's
so
fair enough.
I heard, and this isn't trying to be disrespectful to the actual instrument, right?
Yep.
But this is just a great little learning tool. I used to do electrical work. This would be a trade assistant. And there was a tradesman, this weird hippie dude that used to live in like a tree back in the day or some junk. But he could play the didgeridoo. And he tried to show me how to do it, but I got smoker's lungs and whatever, I can't do it. And I couldn't be bothered. But if you get like a 50 mil bit of conduit and cut it to length, like like a big bit of conduit that you run cable through.
Yeah.
You can use that like a didgeridoo. It's the same theory. You can make the sound out of it.
You can learn all the techniques.
you can learn all the techniques. You're just not going to get that resonant frequency that you're going to get out of that solid bit of wood.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that. Yeah,
There you
interesting.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can start off, and then for the next
Oh,
album, you
bro.
can put a didgeridoo in before you break down
Didgeridoo
or something.
intro?
100%.
Intro or like bit before the breakdown or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That'd be mad.
That's your mission. That's your mission.
100%.
If you could pick one, I think I know the answer to this one, but if you could pick one big band or artist to open a show for, who would it be?
Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
I did think that one might be the case after your earlier comments there.
Yeah. 100%.
Is okay. Time for you to give us a recommendation here. Who is a band or artist that you're listening to at the moment that you think is underrated and deserves more attention?
Probably Drain, because next to no one in my town knows who Drain are, and they are way too big for that. So
What's
Drain.
What's a song from them that we should look
A cover they do is Good Things by Descendants. They do a really good cover of that. But also Evil Finds Light to banger of a tune, so you gotta check it out.
Awesome. We'll give
Nice.
that. Hey, they got some good numbers there. They got some good numbers.
Yeah, they
so.
do have some good numbers. Yeah, they're quite well. They're doing really well. So
Cool. All right. Yeah, we'll absolutely check those boys out.
Yep.
Yeah, they look like they're doing some good shit. What is something that people may be surprised to learn about you?
I'm a huge Sabrina Carpenter fan.
Hey.
Even my band is surprised by that. I don't think they full on believe me. I think they think I'm full of shit. But whoever writes her songs, I haven't read her credits. I highly doubt she does. But whoever writes her songs are fucking great songwriters, and she's a very good artist at performing them. And that's not me shitting on her or anything. That's just purely knowing what the music and the pop industry is like. And they tick all the boxes, and yeah. So
hey man, first two Meghan Trainor albums right here. First two Meghan Trainor albums, I can't get enough of them. Like those come on, I'm dancing around doing the girly pop dancing and shit. Like it's all fucking
so
there.
good.
Like I don't like. Okay, like I get it. Stuff that people don't vibe with, stuff they don't vibe with it. That's fine, but I think a lot of people are just too close-minded about these things for their own good sometimes.
100%. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing though, and this is what we try to break down here. You don't have to go and sit there and listen to it quietly in your bedroom, and then when someone knocks on the door, pretend like you're a 13-year-old that's found yourself for the first time and try and yank up your pants real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
You can enjoy music any way you want, and there's no taboo to it.
100%.
Yeah, unless it's like, Nazi black metal, in which case you should be very, very
Yeah.
ashamed.
Look,
You should be very, very
not big
ashamed
on-
for listening to it, and you should
Yes,
never listen to it
100%.
ever again.
there's always
Very,
an
very
exception.
welcome to
There's
listen
an
to just
exception.
regular black metal.
Yeah, regular
But,
black metal is
yeah.
fine. Like regular black metal is
Yeah.
fucking sick. Especially like some of those Colombian bands or whatever. Speaking of which, we do have a reaction to some Colombian black metal that we found in our Rockin' Around the World series. If you're interested in going back and checking that one out,
Go check them out. There's such great episodes.
it's crazy, man. Like we've been doing
We
this.
actually play quite regularly with a local black metal band, and they're only kids. They're I think they're about 18, and yeah, they're really professional kids to work with, and really good people.
Well,
so
the kids these days, man, like honestly, because I moved up to Brisbane in June of 2020, and so obviously like had the whole COVID thing and whatever. But once I started getting back out there after that, playing shows again, going to shows, being involved in the scene, the kids, like 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, they like so many more of them have their shit together than I think it's fair to say any of us ever did back when we were at that age of it. It's just they know so much more about how the business works. They've got much better mindsets for it. Like they're approaching bands from the right way of doing it, and very social media heavy, and they just know how to like play that game now. It's crazy. It's so good.
They've grown up in the social media era, whereas we only joined the social media era.
Yeah, well, it came about sort of what social, it's changed, but we kind of were there through the evolution of it. But at some
Yeah.
point, like the way we use social media is just not going to be the way it's used anymore, and it just
Yeah.
So
Well, it's like making pancakes. The first one's always going to come out a bit meh, and we were the first
Yeah.
lot to get it. Do you know what I mean? So we're
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
meh with it,
100%.
but everything after
Hey,
that, just they
no,
get
no,
it.
no,
They get
no,
it.
no. MySpace was great. Okay, MSN was great. It was once it became
Hey.
more corporatified and fucking algorithm
agree.
driven that it started to go to shit.
You know,
Yeah.
I know,
I agree
I
with
know
that.
it was
I
bad
agree with
when
that.
I saw someone shared a post and goes, "Wouldn't it be cool if we could put our favorite song on our profile page on Facebook?" And it's like we've officially hit the full circle on people wanting back to what MySpace was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. If you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
The self-titled Avenged Sevenfold album.
I figured it was going to be.
Nice.
I figured it might be
Yeah,
something from those guys.
something that
They were just
I'm really
so
surprised
good.
you got that beautiful follow the leader thing in the background, which looks to
Oh,
be
that's not even
backstage
mine.
or VIP ticket. Oh, it's not.
Yeah, that's not even mine. That's my fiance's. Her
She has
sister-in-law.
impeccable
I
taste.
was going to say the exact same thing.
My sister-in-law, not her sister-in-law, so my sister-in-law won the Live Like a Rockstar VIP package to Good Things. So
She got to take
yeah, we
nine
got
mates.
backstage. We got to see what the Good Things compound was like, artist compound was like. We went on stage at Good Things. We had a camera dude for us the whole day. It was a crazy experience, and I got to meet Bowling for Soup. So that was
Oh,
crazy. And it was funny because we were told not to approach them. We were told not to go up and ask for photos and shit when we're at the artist compound. So I'm just like, all right, fucking, that's cool that they're there, like, but I can't say anything to them. And they're like, no, fucking stand nearby and we'll try and get him in the back of the photo. And I think Jarrett has either overheard that or seen that we were doing that, and he's photobombed the photo, walked over, and I'm just like, oh my god, because I'm a huge punk pop guy. I'm just like, and I've gone up, shook his hand, gave him a little hug, and he goes like, "Do you want a proper photo?" I'm just like, "Fucking of course, bro. We'll tell not to ask." So yeah, I got a photo with my favorite artist. But yeah, answering the question, this is my partner, like my fiance's poster, and I'm not really a corn guy, so yeah.
No,
okay.
that's fair enough.
Do not
Look,
make
you
eye
have to,
contact with the artists.
You have to have a flaw somewhere, mate.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
You can't be perfect, Jesse.
That's it. That's exactly right.
Now, last question here. Last question here for the quick question quarter. And we're changing it up a little bit for 2025. We have in the past gone a bit more negative with some of the questions in here, but we're trying to bring it around with a bit more of a positive bent for this year. What are you most grateful for about your involvement in music?
Just being able to get up on stage and play our set. I'm just very grateful that venues say, "Yep, you can play here, no dramas." We go up, we play there, whether it's 5 people in the audience or I think the biggest crowd we played with Inherent Nothing's about maybe 300 people.
That's a
Whether
feat,
it's
bro.
five people to 300 people and beyond, I'm just happy to play.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. And
You're a
that's the
real
right
humble
mindset,
dude, man.
you know, that's the right mindset to have. Like, I'm not saying we got to be out here being like, oh my God, I'm just like grateful to play shows and stuff. Like, we obviously should be getting paid our worth when we're performing and all this kind of stuff. But it's not about chasing the dollars. It's about knowing your worth, but also finding inherent value from just creating the art and doing the performance. So I love that. That's awesome. All right. Well, that has been the quick question quarter with Jesse from Inherit Nothing. We will have the Get in the Bin usual video coming up tomorrow. And if you haven't seen the podcast episode that we dropped on Thursday, make sure you go back and check that one out. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. We do have a Patreon if you're interested in checking that out. And other than that, I have been Reverend Raph. This has been Kyle, aka Beer Buddy, along with Jesse from Inherit Nothing, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.